So this is my 100th long-form YouTube video, and it's been just about a year since I started seriously uploading on YouTube. And so today I want to break my journey down into 3 distinct phases and kind of offer myself some advice for each of those phases. And so if you want to think about creating content, or you're already a content creator, this video would kind of tell you what the journey could look like for one human being who's just a regular person, nothing special. I don't come from a marketing background or anything, just a regular guy uploading YouTube videos and what that looks like. And so phase 1 is a phase I call the dabbler. I actually uploaded my first YouTube video in 2016. I tried to do it every single week, but I failed. And even on this channel, you'll see some of my earliest videos are like 2 years ago. And then I leave the channel for a year. And so this is me uploading inconsistently. I don't have much planning. I'm really self-conscious of the number of views that I would get, and just as a result, judgment from others as well, conscious of that. And it was kind of me feeling like an imposter. Like, who are you to upload these videos, to create content? Like, who are you to try to help people with something, right? You're not qualified. Like, why would you do it? And so to this person, my specific advice would be to post consistently. It does not matter what you post at this point, just do it once a week. And 100 videos later, and I'm still figuring out my voice. Like, I'm still figuring out, what do I want to say in each video? Who am I trying to really reach out to and help? But I can confidently say that I have a better idea than I did 100 videos ago. Don't get limited in a niche. I know a lot of YouTube advice gurus tell people when they start out to just pick a niche, go for it, check which niches make the most money, or like find something you're passionate about. I don't know about you, but like I like a lot of stuff. Like, there isn't one particular thing that I'm super passionate about. And I have personal finance videos on here. I talk about like my life in China, and in this video I'm talking about YouTube content creation, and so like literally posting is the only thing that moves the needle forward. So at this point in time, you just want to start and get going. And so once you get going, if you're actually able to be consistent with your videos, you'll notice something, right? It's like if you start a gym habit, like start the habit of like going to the gym, you'll automatically also look after your diet, right? You might start tracking what you eat, right? You might start tracking when you sleep, right? As a result of starting to go to the gym. And this happens for YouTube as well. And so once you start uploading consistently, then you enter phase 2, which I call the copycat. And so this was when I was consistently posting 1 to 3 times a week. And so for me, this is probably February all the way up to around November, I would say, of last year. I was consistently posting 1 to 3 times a week. And what was characteristic of this phase is that my video ideas came from other successful creators' ideas. So I would literally go to other people's channels that were in similar niches, toggled by most popular in the last year, and I would just make my version of their video. I was focused on one niche. In my case, I decided to pick the personal finance niche because I have a degree in accounting and finance, and it's something I'm interested in. I wouldn't say I'm like super passionate about it, but I'm interested in it. And I think it's a niche that makes a difference in the lives of other people. Like, handling your finances. That's kind of important. And I was making a lot of listicle videos, like step 1, do this, step 2, do this, or like here's the first thing I didn't buy, here's the second thing I didn't buy. And I scripted, right? And so these videos were like, I had like extensive notes on these videos on like what I would talk about. I had hooks. I was like, this is kind of the first 30 seconds, and I have to say these exact words in the first 30 seconds. I did basic editing by myself. I would do cuts. I would add like music. I would sometimes add transitions. But I wasn't a good editor. It's not something that I really liked, so I didn't really do that much. I obsessed over views, and so whenever a video got a lot of views, I was really happy about it, and when it didn't get views, I was like, what's going on? I could never figure it out. Like, why didn't this video perform as well? And so some videos would get thousands of views, and some wouldn't, and I couldn't figure out why. And to this person, my advice would be to find your voice, right? Like, you're at a point where you really need to lean into who you are, because that's what makes you unique. If you don't know how to do that, it will come with time. But a part of that is detaching yourself from the views you get and the judgment of others. Talk about topics that matter to you, niche or no niche, right? Because you're still in this experimental phase of like what works and what doesn't, and you get tired copying other people's ideas. And so if you can find an intersection between what matters to you and what matters to a audience, not necessarily your current audience, but like a audience, then that's great. Like, that's the best thing you can hope for. And don't let a template limit your originality. And so I remember I was sticking to this template. I literally had a template and I had to fill it out, right? Here's the hook. Did I do this in the first 5 seconds? Did I confirm the title in the first 5 seconds? Did I show credibility in the first 10 seconds, right? Like, do I have a transition word? Do I have a story? And all of that is fine, but rather than having a checklist form to fill in, I want you to think of yourself as a creator. And the form isn't there to box you in. The form is there to refine you as a creator. And so I kind of got tired of just copying other people's ideas and not speaking, right, to you like this. And that was when I entered my third phase, and I was like, I just need to stop caring. And so phase 3, which is the phase I'm currently at, is something I coined the free spirit. And so I'm still posting consistently 1 to 3 times a week, but if you look at my YouTube videos, you'll notice I stopped for about 1.5 to 2 months. And the reason is because I really needed to think about how to move forward. But now my video ideas come from a combination of what I think matters to my target audience and what matters to me. And so the bet I'm making right now, for example, is that there are people who care about getting their finances together who are also thinking about side hustles and content creation as a way to create additional income. My title ideas come from successful viral videos, though. So I still keep track of what videos titles are, like which titles are very, very successful. And there's no reason why I wouldn't use those titles, but just with my ideas. I stopped caring about views and fancy editing. If you look at this video, I'm not even editing it, right? And the reason for that is, number one, I've been a teacher for the last 10 years. And so I'm actually naturally used to not editing myself. I can't edit myself while I'm teaching a class, right? So why do it here? And so that's the environment that I'm actually comfortable in. And before, when I did do editing, it was me being self-conscious of my own mistakes. And something interesting happened when I was watching a video from another creator who also does these unfiltered, unedited videos. But recently, he started editing his videos. He probably hired a video editor. And a lot of the comments literally said, don't edit your videos, don't cut your videos. We like the raw, uncut, we like the ums and the ahs because it shows that you're thinking, right? And you're being authentic. And that really confirmed me. It really gave me confidence about kind of the kinds of audience that exists on YouTube, that there is a select group of people, well, there's at least one person that doesn't mind the unedited videos, that doesn't really care about the retention editing and fancy cuts, transitions, sound effects. And so I thought that that was an opportunity, and this is advice for people who want to become a free spirit like me. Just create videos, right? And like, just talk to you, you know, I'm just talking to you. Embrace your weird, yeah? There's, like, it's a part of who you are. And so much of this YouTube journey is just accepting yourself for who you are. And I remember coming across a Vanessa Lau video. She's probably never gonna watch this, but her old videos were very much cookie cutter compared to her current videos. Just shows so much acceptance of who she is and what matters to her. And it just feels like she's really found her voice. And so that's my advice. It's like, ultimately you want to find your voice, because you don't want to be a worse ripoff of someone else. You don't want to look at someone that's doing well and be like, wow, like I'm gonna do what they do because they're doing well. Well, no, they're doing well because it's them doing what they do. You have to figure out what you want to do. And so in this phase, I'm focusing on the two things that I believe actually matter universally for any content creator, for anyone that talks to groups of people at large. And it's what the message is and how it's delivered. And I'm focusing on these two things knowing that I'll improve over time, like knowing that I'm probably not that good at it right now, but in other 100 videos later, if these are the only two things that I focus on, man, like the sky's the limit, right? And so with that, there's ease that comes with video creation. Like, it's not hard anymore. I don't dread like being like, oh, I have to come up with another idea. Oh my God, I have to script this video. Oh my God, it's like you're a factory and you're churning out videos, right? I don't feel that anymore. I just feel happy that I get to talk to you like this, because I know at least one person that watches this will find that one piece of advice, that one sentence that they remember. I mean, I have students all the time coming up to me after they've graduated and they're like, hey, remember when you said this in class? It really resonated with me. And I'm like, I don't actually remember. But the fact that that happens is a testament to how powerful it is when you don't cut stuff out, right? When sometimes the things that I say that the students hear, that when they tell me that, oh my gosh, that really changed my life, it has nothing to do with the class, right? It's like a simple reminder of, you know, just like eat healthy, sleep early, you matter, right? And so my advice to my current self after adopting this like unedited, unfiltered videos is first adopt the belief that these videos can get millions of views, right? Because they do get millions of views. And there are other creators posting these types of videos that get thousands, hundreds of thousands of views all the time. And so don't get limited by retention editing. Don't forget the basics though of having a promise, right? Like telling what's this video is gonna be about, and having proof, having credibility, I feel like is very important. Only talk about things that you can talk about that are uniquely yours. That's a part of being authentic, right? You're not ChatGPTing your videos. So like all of that marketing stuff, it still exists. It's just ingrained as a part of who I am, and it's not the script. Like, I am the storyteller. I'm not reading a story from the script. Like, that's kind of the persona that I'm working on. And so the second tip is to learn how to tell a great story that connects with the audience. So be specific, have conflict, have emotion, have stakes. And that's something that I'm just starting now to work on, even though I've taught for the last 10 years. It just hasn't been something that I'm thinking about, but I'm thinking about it right now. And so if you really want to create videos and be in flow creating videos, and that's what I think you should focus on as well. Let go of others' judgments and create in flow. I used to need the perfect background, the perfect lighting, the perfect angle, right? I would turn on my monitor and turn up the brightness because I wanted like a light from the side so I could look better. Now, I don't care. I'm in my classroom. There are other videos when I'm just like in the park talking to you. Now, the main reason why I ended up doing this is because I have a baby at home that I don't want to wake up. And right now it's literally 7 o'clock in the morning. It's before work, but I'm at work recording these videos. But like that's it, right? Like I don't care about the lighting. I don't care about the background. You don't need perfect lighting. Like if you have something important to say and you're honing your skills in saying it, then people will listen. And you don't need thousands of views every video, right? Like if you think about 30 people in a room listening to you speak, that's a lot. That's a workshop, right? And so don't get attached with any views at all. And so what I'm hoping to do, where I'm hoping to reach with this phase is the next phase, not the final phase, because who knows what comes afterwards, but the phase I want to reach, that I aspire to reach, is the phase of the refined artists. And this is more of a vision than anything. So if I get there, once I get there, it might be different, but here's the vision that I want to show you. I've now found my voice, and I'm still posting consistently 1 to 3 times a week, and every video gets hundreds or thousands of views. I've found my engaged community, a group of people on the same path as me who's also building a better financial future, either through fixing their finances or through content creation, side hustles. The videos I create are distinctly mine, and my storytelling and speaking skills are refined in a way that retains attention. It's not the video, it's me. And any post work I add to the video is intentional and improves the viewing experience for my specific audience. The videos make an impact because they help remove obstacles in my audience's path towards where they want to go, and my path as well. People ask me regularly for advice on their path forward, and I'm able to help them. I don't have any advice yet for this person, and I'm sure there are more phases ahead after this one, so that's all for now.